Hello everyone, welcome back. This will be the start of a beginner's yoga series. If you aren't a beginner and you still like to practice, this is still a great start for you. To begin today's class, we will start in a seated meditation. You want to ground down through your seat. Bring your eyes to a close. Take a deep breath in through your nose, let your belly fill up. Exhale through your mouth. Let your shoulders melt down your spine. Let's take a couple more big, deep breath in. Exhale out. Few more deep inhale in. You really want to let your belly expand like a balloon. And exhale, let it slowly deflate. Take a few more breaths. As you inhale, your chest may rise, crown of the head may lift to the ceiling. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Deep inhale. Exhale out. Let's keep breathing this big, but start to bring your lips to a close. Deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale in. Exhale out. And keep breathing this way, but you'll start to notice that your breath is rhythmic. You'll have a constant inhale and exhale. You'll notice that every inhale, your belly is expanding, your rib cage is opening, your chest may lift. Every exhale, you're slowly pressing the air out through the nose. Your low belly pastes to your spine. A big breath in. Exhale out. Take a couple more breaths like this, really starting to focus more on your inhales and your exhales, and start to set your intention for class. Maybe you just want to show up and do some work. Maybe you want to dig a little bit deeper. Whatever works for you is what you will do. On your next inhale, bring your hands high above your head. Exhale, bring your right hand back behind you, left hand to the right knee. Take a twist towards the right. You might gaze off your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, look up. Exhale, take the same twist over towards the left hand back, right hand on the knee. Inhale, bring your hands high. Exhale, fold forward. When you fold, see if you can bring your forearms down to the ground, spread your fingers wide, and allow your chin to fall towards your chest. Still breathing in and out through the nose. Let's take it again. Inhale, sweep your hands high above your head, look up towards the tips of your fingers. Exhale, left hand to the right knee, right hand back behind you, fingertips facing the back of the room. Stay here for a few breaths, breathe into the twist. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist in. You can use your left hand as a way to press a little tighter on your right knee and twist a little deeper. Couple more breaths. Next inhale, come back to center, bring your hands high. Exhale, take the twist to the left, right hand to the left knee, left hand back, fingertips facing behind you. Breathe into it, inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little further. Your eyes, your gaze wants to be back behind you, maybe even off your left shoulder. Your gaze point is known as a drishti, and wherever the drishti is, that's where the body tends to go. Couple more breaths. Next inhale, come back to center, bring your hands high, look up, and exhale, fold forward. Let your fingertips come down to the ground. Spread your fingers wide. Let your chin fall to your chest. And enjoy a few breaths here. You'll notice with your deep breathing that you'll start to feel your belly as it lifts and lowers. Your body may even start to rise and lower down with every active breath. make your way to your hands and knees for tabletop pose. Tabletop pose is a nice base. You think a table, it's a strong base. It's where people eat their food. It's where people hang out. We will be here. This will be our home base. Spread your fingers wide. Think of a little duck and you look down and they have webbing on their feet. As you inhale, drop your belly down. Lift your gaze up, cow pose. Feel a nice stretch along the front side of the belly. Exhale, really round your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. Think a mad Halloween cat. Inhale, drop the belly down. Lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, mad cat. We'll take this through a couple more times. Every inhale, you're dropping your belly, arcing your back. Every exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. You'll start to notice a pattern. Inhales have a movement, it's cow pose. Exhales have a movement, it's mad cat. Then you start again. Inhale, cow. Exhale, mad cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, mad cat. Take it through a couple more times, letting your breath guide you. Let your inhale take you to cow, and your exhale take you to mad cat. Last one. Good. Inhale back to a flat back for tabletop pose. Spread your fingers wide before we even begin. Curl the toes. Take a deep inhale in to prepare. Exhale, send your hips high, downward facing dog. It's that upside down V shape. And notice down dog is uncomfortable. You can take a slight bend to your knees if it is for you. Spread your fingers wide, drive your chest back to your thighs. When I first started yoga, I hated this posture because it was so uncomfortable. I felt like my shoulders were pinching my ears and my neck was just completely uncomfortable, but I've grown to love it. Start to pedal out your heels, let them melt closer towards your mat. Remember, leave the fingers spread wide. Shift your gaze back in between your knees and shake your tail. Good, your tail's your butt, your tailbone. From here, inhale, look forward. Exhale, slowly step your hands to meet, or your feet to meet your hands. Good, and take a slight bend to the knees. Let your body dangle. You might walk your fingertips over towards the right, fingertips over towards the left. Nice gentle movements, opening up the backside of the legs. And notice where your gaze is. Shift it back in between those knees. Good. Grab your opposite elbows and you'll gently sway side to side. It's called ragdoll. It's a great place if you ever need a break. And bring your fingertips down towards the ground. Left hand stays planted. Take a slight bend to your knees if you need to. Inhale, bring your right hand high. I like to bend my left knee a little more, brings my hand closer towards the ground. Here you have a nice twist into your spine. Breathe into it. Next, exhale, right hand comes down. Plant the right hand, shift the weight towards the right foot. Inhale, left hand lifts high. Twist the spine, gaze shifts up. Breathe into it. Good. Next exhale, bring your left hand down towards the ground. Let your head hang heavy, and as you inhale, slowly roll up. It's like you're stacking your spine. Let your shoulders melt down, come to stand, extend through the fingertips. Lift and lower your toes, feel your mat beneath you. Draw your kneecaps up, let them relax down. And here you want to be engaged through all tips of your fingers. It's called mountain pose. Your hands out towards the side, creating that steep mountain shape. Next, inhale, slight bend to the knees. Sweep your hands high above your head. Look up towards the ceiling. Extended mountain. Fingertips are reaching for the sky. Exhale, drop the right hand towards the right leg. Bend your body towards the right. You want to breathe into the left side of your body, feeling a nice stretch all the way from your left hip, even slightly up through the rib cage. Breathe in and open. Good. Next inhale, tick-tock yourself to stand. Bring your right hand high. Exhale, left hand drops down the left leg. Bend over towards the left. Shift your gaze towards the tips of your fingers. Good. Inhale, come back up to stand. Both hands lift high. Look up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Equal standing pose. Take a moment to rebalance, to reset. These sets of movements that we go through are known as sun salutations. This will be our sun salutation A. We'll begin again. Exhale, let your hands come to the sides, fingertips completely extended. Inhale, soft bend to the knees. Bring your hands high above your head, look up. Exhale, bend your body over to the right. One breath. Inhale, come back up, look up. Exhale, bend the body over towards the left. One breath. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again, release. Inhale, soft bend, bring your hands high. Exhale, bend over towards the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, reach high. This time you might take a back bend. Reach your fingertips back, press your hips forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. One last time. Inhale, sweep the hands high, look up. Exhale, bend over towards the right. Inhale, lift back high. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, reach high, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now from here, shake out any quirks. And you'll make your way towards the front of your mat. Notice your positioning. And you'll want to just start with your feet about hip width apart. Inhale, bring your hands high, look up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, fold forward. Your hands might come to heart center and waterfall the body down. Chest melts down to the thighs. Get into the back of your legs. This is called a forward fold. Notice here in the forward fold, I'm not straining, reaching for my ankles, trying to get my chest to my legs. The whole point of this is for your energy to lower, for your head to be below your heart, get inverted. Notice the shift in the flow of your blood throughout your body. Good. We'll take this through one more time. Inhale, you'll bring your hands to your shins. Actually, we'll add on here halfway lift. This halfway lift, you're literally lifting your chest halfway. You squeeze your shoulder blades back, heart shifts forward. Good. Then exhale, you can fold in a little bit deeper. You notice that you go a little deeper because you've extended the length of your spine with that halfway lift. Good. Inhale, roll up to stand. Sweep your hands high, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we'll start again. Inhale, bring your hands high. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to heart center, waterfall the body down. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the shoulders back, allow the crown of the head to reach forward. Exhale, fold. Good. One last time, we'll start to add on. Inhale, bring your hands high, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, slowly fold forward. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. This time, bring a slight bend to your knees. Inhale, you'll start to lift your left foot, shifting the weight towards your right foot. You'll step your left foot far to the back of your mat. Anchor your left heel down. You'll notice that all parts of your foot are planted into the ground now. And you might scoot your right foot inside of your hands. Good. And if you notice that your chest is collapsing, lift onto your fingertips, squeeze your shoulders back, and shine your heart forward. Good. From here, dig deep into your front foot, root to rise. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Now we call warrior one. You square your hips. So you might bring your hands to your hips, pull the right hip back, left hip forward, deep bend in the front knee. Hands come high, palms facing one another, and shift your gaze up. Good. And notice sometimes we tend to have this really short stance when we're starting. Don't be afraid to widen it out. Breathe into the posture. Inhales, you're lifting your fingertips high. Exhales, you find yourself sinking just a little bit deeper. Good. From here, exhale, open your arms wide to a T. You think an eagle spreading their wings wide. Palms down, fingertips stretched and elongated to the front and the back of the room. And notice sometimes when we take this posture, we tend to shift forward. Shift back, stack your shoulders on top of your hips, tuck your tailbone in, deep bend in the right knee. Breathe into it. Act as though you're offering yourself in front of a prince or a queen, and this is the only thing that you have to offer. Good. As you exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Left hand high. It's called side angle pose. And notice if you're super flexible or bendy, or even if you've practiced often, you might bring your right hand down to the ground. Good. Exhale, plant your left hand and step forward, top of the mat. Good. Inhale, you'll lift your right leg. Step it far to the back. Anchor the right heel down. You scoot that left foot inside of your hands, deepen in the left knee. All parts of the foot are planted into the mat. Low belly is engaged. Fingertips squeeze the shoulders back, heart melts forward. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, warrior one. And I like to check in by lifting my toes of my front foot. Like, how grounded are you throughout your foot here? And deep bend, square the hips, bring your hands. Headlights have to be forward if we're in the middle of the night. We need to know where we're going. Act as though you're pulling your mat apart. Right foot towards the back, left foot in the front. Always remembering to breathe. Good. Next exhale, open your arms towards a T. Left hand forward, right hand back. Gaze is front off of the left middle finger. Tick-tock your shoulders back. Shoulders stack on top of the hips. Ladies, tuck the tailbone in. Low belly engaged. Breathing. Inhale, softening, lengthening, creating space. Exhale, melting deeper. Take a deep inhale in to prepare. Exhale, left hand down. Right hand high on an inhale. Side angle. Noticing if you're comfortable here, you can reach the left hand down to the ground. But remembering, honor your body. Don't push it, don't force anything. Have to let go of the ego. Good. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Frame your foot. You'll step to the top of your mat, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deep. Inhale, roll up to stand. Bring the hands high, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Waterfall down, fold forward. Oh, we'll take it again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step back, ground through your feet, root to rise. Inhale, lift up. Warrior one. Exhale, open wide. Warrior two. Right hand down. Inhale, left hand high, side angle. Good. Exhale, plant the left hand. Step to the top of the mat. Forward fold. We start again. Other leg. Balancing the body. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Left hand down. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, plant your hands, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up, sweep your hands high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands by your sides, fingertips down. Spread your feet a little bit wider. Take a moment in mountain pose. Connect with your breath. Tune in like you're a mountain in the middle of a valley. Your breath is the wind. Always taking time to be present. And in the midst of a challenge, in the midst of the unfamiliar or the discomfort, coming back to your breath. In and out through your nose. Good, one more. Good, next inhale, sweep your hands high above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Start to heel toe your feet together so your ankles and big toes come to kiss. Yeah, squeeze your inner thighs together, still standing tall, hands to heart center. Lift and lower your toes, begin to shift the weight back to your heels. Good, as you inhale, start to bend your knees like you're sitting in a chair and lift your hands high above your head. It's called Utkatasana chair pose. Resembles that of a chair, sit a little bit lower. And notice there's bar stools, there's like toddler chairs, but we're just in a nice chair here. Squeeze the inner thighs. And let your breath be big. With your hands lifted, you'll notice you're starting to feel some toning going on in your back. Engage the muscles of your core, protecting yourself from any back injuries. Relax your shoulders down your ears, down your spine, away from your ears. And breathe. 5 more breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold forward. Fingertips come down. You might walk them over towards the left. Maybe even over towards the right. Drishti, your gaze is towards your knees. Good. From here, inhale. Hands to the shins, halfway lift. You might widen your stance slightly. Then exhale, crouch and curl. Come down to a ball. Wrap your arms around your shin. Just take a moment to notice. Let your head hang down to your knees. Remembering through adversity to always come back to your breath. And start to walk your hands back behind you and Work to straighten your legs, come down to your seat comfortably. And then from here, we always end class with a yin posture. Today we'll work with butterfly. You'll bring the soles of your feet together. Your knees fall out wide like a book. Good. And then from here, you'll wrap your hands around your feet. Your thumbs are in the soles of your feet towards your big toe. And as you inhale, like you're peeling open a book, open the covers. Let your feet open wide. Lift your chest and your heart. Good. Then exhale, fold in. Let your elbows come to your groin, round your spine. Let your chin fall to your chest and breathe. Remembering here that you can always honor your body. So if this is uncomfortable for you, you might just lift up. Bring your hands wherever feels good and fold forward. The point is to open up this lower half, more specifically the groin. If your groin is really, really tight and you want to open up your hamstrings more, you simply just slide your feet forward together still, and you'll hinge forward. There's always options in yoga, always, and you always remember to honor your body. You can even bring your hands under your legs. And here you might relax that deep breath that we were taking and work with more of a relaxed breath. Here the goal is to yield rather than spending time getting into different postures, changing the shapes of our body and exerting so much energy. It's the exact opposite here. Let your chin fall towards your chest. Instead of pressing the earth away from you, see if you can soften and invite it in. Still wanting your focus and your attention to rest on your inhales and exhales. Still notice them, be aware, be present. Wherever you are, slowly begin to roll up. Slowly allow your head to be the last thing to the top. Relax your shoulders, down your spine. Straighten your legs. Just take a moment to notice. Slowly, you want to feel your core muscles fire up, begin to lower down towards your back. When you find yourself there, bend your knees, bringing the soles of your feet to the ground, and take windshield wipers, these short spinal twists. Let the knees fall towards the right, and then you'll let them fall over towards the left. It's a nice way to restore a sense of equilibrium into the body, especially with the nervous system. Then from here, you'll bring the soles of your feet back to the ground. If you have any back issues, it may feel good to take your final resting posture with a slight bend to the knees here. And you might even lift your tailbone slightly. If you have a pillow or a bolster, place it under your knees. If you don't have any back issues, begin to straighten your legs. Allow your hands to rest at your sides, palms facing upward if you'd like to invite energy in, and downward if you'd like to keep some for yourself. Soften your body from the crown of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet. Being aware of tension within the body and actively working to release it. Everyone take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, side out. close your eyes. Return to your natural breath. This portion of the practice is known as Shavasana. It's literally corpse pose. It represents the end, the close of something. Gently begin to wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Inhale, bring your hands high, take a full body stretch. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a tight hug, massage your spine, rock side to side. And gently begin to rock up and down. Right up to a seated position. Let your hands rest in your lap. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Take a moment to internally express gratitude. Bring your hands to heart center. Closing the practice. Fingertips touching. Close by bowing forward and saying namaste. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing. This is part 1 of the beginner series. If there's anything that you would like further explained or any questions that you have, please drop them below. I would be more than happy to answer them and address them in videos going forward. To all my dog mothers and wine lovers and fathers too, namaste. Have a good one.